the curious mind. I don't know what that means.
Broadcasting live from a German-made microphone deep within the multifamily bunker. I am Jamal here with May and Devin. How you guys doing? Sunday morning.
Woo! Yes. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I don't know if it's a Sunday fun day, but it's a Sunday.
Currently May is babysitting, so excuse the horrible audio we're going to have to be giving our people. But
as long as it's cute walas, you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I swear to God, that kid starts screaming.
You're out.
Yeah, you better Adrian Peterson that shit.
Oh wow!
Whoa! Cut a switch.
We all used to get beat with them. So
have you? I had to do it once. I had to do it once. We had like a willow tree.
Yeah.
I had a willow tree. I had a willow tree like that. My mom would make us go cut a switch off of. It only happened to me one time, but terrible. My mom's game was go get a belt out of my closet.
Oh yeah.
The best is when I hid all her belts and she couldn't find it. I got an ass for that.
Yeah.
Worse even. Worse.
May, you ever been switched? You're from the South. They still do that, don't they?
Yeah, like we've done that. Like we used to go on road trips, and if we were all acting up in the car, you know, we'd have to pull over and we'd have to go pick one. And if it wasn't big enough, they would go get one and make it sufficient, and they would beat the living dog shit out of you. You would hide the belts and everything. I remember when we were older, my twin brother and I we were sharing a room. I don't know if we were in middle school or what, but my mom comes down there and she something happened and she's beating my twin brother, like spanking him or whatever, something. Right. And she's like, I'm going to do this until you start crying. And I'm just sitting there lying. And I'm like, you better start crying. You better start crying. And she's like, you shut up. You're next. So he's like, boo, boo, spanking it. And she's going harder and harder and harder because she knows he's faking it. And I was just like, wow. I was like, come try to beat my ass next. Your hand is gone. It's done.
You just, instead of taking it, you just like harder, mommy. And she might stop.
Starting off gold with parental abuse. I love it. I mean, we're old enough. We can do that.
You just got ran to death, right? Did you get beat or did you get, you have to run and get beat?
Oh, I got beat too. Yeah. I definitely.
On top of running 5 miles.
I've told you guys that story. I told you that story, right, May?
Yeah. Has he ever heard it?
No. He says he has. He's muted. No, but yeah, I got beat too. There was a wooden spoon when we were younger. I remember the first spanking I really remember. I was like, man, I had been like 5 or 6. My dad beat me. And I laughed and said it didn't hurt. So then he beat me again. I learned that lesson. It's your time to take it.
Should we all share our last beating we ever got? I remember mine.
Yeah.
I watched this. I was 7th or 8th grade. I saw this movie with Emilio Estevez. I don't even remember the name of the movie, but he goes into a bank, right? But he goes to like just destroy the mortgage records because this is like pre-internet, right? So banks kept your mortgages on file at the bank. He goes in there, doesn't rob the bank, but he makes like Molotov cocktail like style bombs, and he blows up the file cabinets and burns all the documents. And all the farmers that are getting like foreclosed on and stuff, everybody's happy because there's no more information about it. So the FBI is trying to stop him, and it just kind of escalates to where he ends up robbing a bank because he's on the run so much. But I got the idea. I'm like, hey, we got some leftover freaking mortars and fireworks. I'm going to make my own little
So it definitely wasn't Mighty Ducks.
No, it was not. Are you looking up his IMDb or whatever?
No, I just found a picture of this strapping Emilio.
Oh, yeah. So I find these old glass bottles. I put like the black powder in the bottom. I open the mortar shells, pour the fucking black powder in the bottom. I don't know why I'm like a little evil genius or something. Then I take candle wax. Well, I put the fuse in there. Then I poured candle wax to separate the black powder from my fuel mixture, which was a mixture of diesel and gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I waxed the top off too. And then I had like 2 or 3 of these fucking things.
Can we not explain how to make a bomb on our live show? You did
I am a demolitions expert. Just to clarify everybody.
Well, now everyone else thinks they are one too.
That's kind of fitting. I had a career in explosives, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I take it in the middle of the road, the dirt road in front of my house. I'm like, I'm trying to be responsible. I'm not setting it just in the pasture. And I put up this like plywood barrier, and I fucking light this fuse, and me and my brothers run behind it. And it fucking, when it explodes, it fucking shoots a fireball into the other side of the ditch and catches my neighbor's field on fire. I'm out there beating it with my shirt, like trying to do it. Like, ended up burning like half their field before it went out. My dad came home. No, my mom beat me because my dad said if he did it, he'd kill me. And that was a bad lashing. It was like up the ass, up to the small of the back, you know, like that was the last one I ever got though, but rightfully deserved. Like, you know, and they asked me where I got the idea from, and I knew better than to say I got it from watching TV.
Why? Because you would not get to watch.
Yeah,
TV.
they would take the TV away. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, it just came to me. I don't know. What's your story? I
don't remember why I got it. I just remember that. My mom proceeded to tell everyone I got it. It was like 16, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And she told everyone too. And yeah, and then I think that was the time like I got the whooping, and then Dad made me bring in all of my PlayStation games. Oh, no. And he like broke them one by one in front of me, like some cruel German.
That is worse than the beating. I'm like, beat me more. What are you doing?
I love those videos where the dads run over the kids' video games with the lawnmower, and he's like, stop. You know, it's like, you're gonna get out of that fucking house, kid.
One pass over it. Yeah, that was I don't honestly know what I did, but it was all deserved. Like I definitely was a push the limits type of child.
Do you have to lean over the couch? That's what we had to do. Like assume the position kind of shit.
Man, it was such a flurry. Usually if mom was doing it, it was straight emotional. So she was just like, she's just chasing you down, whapping you.
It was like the kid on the Christmas Story when he's getting beat.
Dad's beatings were worse because he'd sit down with you, right? And he'd have to get your Bible, and he'd like read you.
Oh wow!
He'd read you the scripture where you had really messed up,
where you had sinned. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then he's like, "Now, do you understand why you're gonna get spanked?" I remember, and he had to recognize, yes, I do. Shouldn't have lied. Yep. And then, yeah.
Lying was always your top one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Every time. I was so good at it. Yeah. May, what about you? You didn't even, your dad didn't even love you, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, like, I'm trying to think any kind of like beatings from dad. It was kind of like, not the Bible thing, but it'd be like, I'm really disappointed. And you don't want to hear that from your dad, you know. He's like, and then it would get, but I can't remember the last one I got. I really can't. I remember watching my twin brother get one, and that was it. I literally can't think of the last time I got a whooping.
You don't even know what you did?
No.
How do you not know what you did? Yeah, well, I didn't know what I did either.
I just block all that out.
I just remember because my brothers got a beating too, and they were not very happy about it because it was mostly me.
Yeah. I just can remember, just like you said, when your mom beats you, it's like coming from a deep, dark place because she's beating her child that she gave birth to, and that's what it always felt like. It was like robbing her a piece of her soul to beat her children. And I was just like, but you know,
She's making Horcruxes everywhere.
Yeah, we would just run from them. You know, run from my mom until she'd wear down.
Oh my gosh, that was a worse beating.
When she would get you, it'd be bad. But my dad, he would like when we lived on post on base, the school would call anytime we ever got in trouble, and so like he'd be mowing the yard, right, and you'd be walking home trying to sneak into the house to make sure he didn't see you, but he would know when to cut that mower off and be like, I'll see you in your room in 13 minutes. You know, and then fucking 12 minutes and 58 seconds, here he comes. And then he talks to you, and then, you know, he proceeds to fucking beat your ass. So, but I had a great childhood. I don't remember my beatings.
I just love, like, the worst thing was if you heard, wait till your father gets home. You're like,
yeah. The time delay was more of a punishment than anything.
Yeah.
You know,
my dad got really good at 2-hour lectures when I got older.
What do you mean by that?
Just beating a dead horse. He'd tell me the same thing 8 different ways. You know,
over a period of like 5 months.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's like
wow, child. All right, we got topicals to do. All right, can we stop throwing our parents under the bus here for a minute? And let me share the screen here. This one is out of San Francisco, gentlemen. All right, lady and a couple. They are fined $1,500 in San Francisco for parking in their own driveway.
What? This is in California shit for sure.
I did say San Francisco, which is located in California. Yep.
Well, this is just like they're getting taxed for water now on their own water wells.
Are they really?
That was fantastic. Yes. Yeah, you have to have like permission now, and if you're gonna redig it, you have to pay for all that shit.
Yeah, they have to pay for their own meters to be installed onto their water wells. Just fuck.
So that means they don't own their own water?
No. Yeah, like, oh, it's terrible. I feel sorry for those people.
That's all horrible.
Anyway,
these guys. This is ridiculous. They've been parked. They've lived in their house for like 34 years, right? This is their vehicle.
Okay.
Right, like parked in their driveway. I mean, it's
a little Range Rover.
Yeah, it's not their actual vehicle. It's like a shop photo, you know. But to give you an idea, right? It's these houses all stacked together. Anyway, they come home one day and they receive a $1,500 fine for a parking violation. Now they thought for sure this is just a misunderstanding. But along with the fine came another saying they would get charged $250 per day if they did not move their car. And this is because some planning code inspector or whatever found a decades-old rule that said you couldn't park your car in a driveway if there wasn't a garage.
Wow.
I literally hate
they don't,
people. Like
they don't have
that
a garage,
is silly.
Just a little old house. Then they have.
So they go down there and they go, you know what?
Love it.
They go, you know what? We're going to grandfather you in if you can prove that this house was used as a driveway before that law came into effect. So they dig up like a 36-year-old picture. Well, I think it's like 36 years they've lived there. So they dig up a picture of their daughter when she was like a baby out by the car in the driveway, and they send it to them. And they say, no, that won't do.
Jesus,
God, it's gotta be older than that. And so
they take this to court, they win, right?
I mean,
is a judge really going to sit there and be like,
they said that,
well, I mean, it is California, so
they say the ancient section of code prohibits parking any vehicles, including horse-drawn carriages, in front of a building unless it's in front of a garage. The justification was that it would look unpleasant. So anyway, the crane,
some Karen from the fucking 1800s.
Well, I mean, how do you dig up a 34-year-old picture? And they say, no, that doesn't count. the photo wasn't old enough to prove historical parking use because it was only 34 years old. So
Like,
then-
and see what people put up with that and will stay there. They won't move. They won't do it. Like, they'll fight it. They'll probably lose, and then they'll continue to take their lickings. Like, at that point, you leave. You say, "I'm done with this place. I don't care how long we've lived here.
Sell your shit box, fucking San Franciscan house for $800,000.
Yeah. Sell it for $3 million and move.
Yeah.
All right,
move somewhere where you can just pay cash and live like fat on the hog or something.
There's a guy I'm training at work. Him and his wife moved from California to Dixon, Tennessee, and Dixon's a smaller little rural city town. And like they bought a house with like acres and stuff, and they're like blown away that they got acreage. His wife wants goats and animals now because they've never thought of They've never thought about having animals ever before because they've lived in California. They could, and he was like, "This is awesome." He's like, "You know how much land and house we got for the money?" He's like, "We sold our house that was worth." Tiddly piddly here in Tennessee for a fortune in California. And, he's like, "This is amazing." He's like, "The one thing I wish my wife would have told me is being a black male here is it's real swampy and the interstates don't have lights on them." He's like, "Y'all just fucking drive in the dark." He's like, "I don't fucking get it." He's like, "Your highways have no lights. There's no lights out here at all." He's like, "I don't get it." And the town I live in is semi kind of still racist. I could have told you that.
Hey, it's not all bad for this family though. All right, because they were able to go on Google and they found an aerial photo taken in 1938.
Oh, you go.
And it's a blurry aerial photo from 1938 that has their house on it and a black blob in the driveway. And they're pretty sure that it's a car or a horse buggy. And the planning department said that although they had never seen such a photo, they would now reconsider the crane situation.
Wow.
So until they figure it out, though, they do have to park on the side of the road.
Who'd they piss off to have this kind of shit enforced?
You know what I'm saying? One of the neighbors.
Motherfuckers ain't just walking around going, "You know what? I'm gonna fuck with these people."
Who are these guys? The cranes? Fuck the cranes.
Yeah. Why are they parking in their driveway? I don't get to park in my driveway. This is bullshit. It's probably one of those things.
It's just great. I love it.
I hope they're taking up someone else's parking spot now, and they're like, "What the fuck? How am I going to find parking now?" That'd be funny. I got a story.
Yes. Tell me.
Alaskan cop. So hang on. Let me do my screen share.
Oh, we're getting professional here.
Oh gosh. Here we go.
All right.
Do you see it?
Yep, I see it.
Alaskan cops in hot water for letting woman go after she flashed her white privilege card. So she's in Alaska. Let's see. According to the Anchorage cops, are now in trouble because they violated department policy. It's unclear what policy was violated or what disciplinary action was taken against the two officers, but it's being treated as a confidential personal matter. But pretty much what happened is they pulled this lady over. I believe it was for speeding. And so she flashed them her white privilege card, and they all had a pretty good laugh about it. And they pretty much just gave her a warning. You know what I mean? Like good cops would do. Like, right. You know what? Maybe she didn't have any other speeding tickets and stuff like that. I've gotten warnings before.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But God damn it, dog. Shut up. Sorry. She ended up making a post on Facebook that's no longer up, by the way. And so this is how this went viral, and that's how these guys got in trouble. Because everybody's like, "This is bullshit. She's white privilege. She's Filipina. She's not even white."
Oh, but she did have a white privilege card, though, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's, yeah. Kudos for her for planning ahead for this day.
But yes, she's a very avid Trump supporter. But the point was, they ended up going viral because of her post, and then these cops got in trouble for giving her a warning just because of the blast on social media and the bad publicity that the department received.
See, and that's kind of on her fault. Like, she shouldn't have done that. She should have just taken her blessing and then just went about her day. I don't understand when people do that, and then they think they're sharing this good faith, but then the world sucks so bad right now that people are gonna twist and turn it, and the people that cut you some slack or a favor are now getting punished. Like,
Well,
they'll
she was
probably lose their
making-
jobs.
Yeah, well, she made a video. She was videotaping it at the time as well, which didn't help. And she posted that video, and she asked them, she asked the officers if they liked the card, and one of them responded, "Fuck, I can't speak. That's hilarious." You know what I mean? So they got him on video, like laughing and having a good time and joking. And I'm like, wow.
So
That's
Daddy
awesome,
Trump is the white privilege card? Is that what that is?
I don't know what that is for sure. I just think she's going to a rally. Yeah, this chick's hardcore like Trump. She's got the Let's Go Brandon hat on.
Where was she from? The Philippines?
She's a Filipino
She's
chick, but she lives
from
in
Alaska.
She's from Alaska.
Oh, she is from
But
Alaska.
Yeah, but she's Filipina. She identifies as Filipina, I should say.
So she's from the Philippines.
Well, her heritage.
Or she...
She's from Alaska.
Oh, okay. She's American. See?
Yes,
she was
she
American.
is
She's
American.
from Alaska.
Is she,
You know?
Well, if we're talking race, here, is
Racist.
she white?
Evening from you. Look at this, you know?
She's
Hi,
infatuated with him.
Kevin,
Monty's
what's up?
here.
And nice to meet you. Yeah, I know, right? Welcome back, Monty. A little early for Monty, but we appreciate the effort. getting in here.
Oh man, dude. You got to remember, some of us, man, the night shift, and then all of a sudden, hey, we're gonna do this. I'm like, you know what? I'm up for the
We
challenge.
got two
Let's
night
go.
shifters here, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to do that shit.
The women of the night are here.
Devin's got an even better story than that piece of trash story you shared.
What? You don't want to talk about race? I just thought maybe you'd want to.
I want to go on Rick. No, I want to talk about the school board vote that happened in your school. That's
Oh,
the more
God.
exciting story.
Yeah, with the litter boxes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this about? Because I remember
Only
reading
reason
the
I
chat.
know, only reason I know about it is because my wife works for this school district. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank God.
And
Thank God.
everybody knows. I wouldn't say everybody knows, but there's a trend with gender identity, right? Well, there are also people who believe they're cats and animals.
Furries,
They refer
right?
to yeah, it's
Oh,
furries.
That's not acceptable there.
They voted whether they should put litter boxes in the bathrooms of the high schools or the
You're
furries.
fucking kidding me.
It did not pass. It did not
Okay.
pass.
How many
But
But
voted
they
yes?
still had to vote.
How
Wait,
many people
how many
voted yes?
people voted yes?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know that they've held a vote and it didn't pass.
Wait, is your wife
Because
there?
that's fantastic.
I'm gonna.
I don't
I'm gonna
know
mute
if
you.
she knows.
We'll find out because I gotta know this.
Yeah. Because
So, do you know how many people at the school identify as furries?
Yeah,
he's
he's
muted.
fine. He's doing some
Oh.
research on it right now.
Yeah.
We're
Can
very
we bring
curious.
the live person who actually voted yes?
Yep,
We want
yep.
her to come on.
Yes,
We have questions.
is
Yes.
true Phantom Facts
Yes.
journalism right here. Hi, Devin's wife. How are you?
Good. How
We
about you?
have- we have a question about this school board vote that took place in Colorado about whether to allow litter boxes in bathrooms. How many?
Isn't that disgusting?
It's beautiful. It's so Colorado.
It is.
It's so. So, how
Okay.
many people voted yes?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I just know that it didn't pass, but they voted on it to put
That
them
makes-
in all the high school bathrooms for
How many
the
people get
furries.
to vote for that?
Like, did they give dimensions on like what size these litter boxes?
Yeah.
Not
How does
that I
that
know.
work? Like boys and girls bathrooms, or would they make a third bathroom?
think it's-
for
well,
the
okay,
furries?
They've already had to make third bathrooms for transgender bathrooms. So I don't know if the litter boxes would go in those bathrooms. I have no idea.
Do you think they put
I
an
just can't
Eden
even believe it
purifier
was a
right by it
thing.
and it just kind of as they get done?
Can you imagine what those?
Well, that's what I said. Does the janitor have to go clean the litter
Yeah.
boxes? Like, this
Yeah.
is crap.
Do you have to check the
Disgusting.
litter to see if their pee and stuff's healthy? Like, so you
Oh
give them
my God.
vitamins?
What kind of
I don't
dirt are
know.
they using for the box itself? You know, are we going for Breeze or is it something more like off-brand? You know,
Yeah, like Dollar Tree.
yeah,
Cat
Dollar.
litter?
No,
Tree.
it's
Yeah,
that
that's what it's
Jessica
called, cat litter.
Alba fucking cat litter that she come out with. You know, that
Oh,
changes
gosh.
colors.
No, really?
No, I'm just assuming.
Well, it couldn't turn
Okay.
one color. It has
Thank
to
you,
be
Devin's
multiple.
wife. Thank
has
you.
to be multiple colors if it's going to turn colors, right? Because otherwise you'll just be appeasing to one side or the other.
That is gold. So I looked this up, gentlemen, and I found in Detroit. Okay, so this is from. I gotta find the. Give me a sec. Article's got to load in here.
Little pimp right there.
School district denies litter box for students identifying as furries. January 26, 2022. Now this is in Michigan, right? So in Michigan,
they're voting on that shit too.
No, a supposed fake story came out saying they voted on it, but the Michigan School District debunked the wild claim that the school had provided litter boxes for its students who identified as furries. So they said no such. He's like, there's no truth whatsoever to this false statement or accusation, wrote the superintendent for Midland Public Schools. But it was the same process, like a board meeting was the rumor. Now that made me think this is very interesting. How do you can go to a board meeting, can't you?
Anybody can go.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, it's public.
Yeah, they're like public hearings,
Yep.
So anybody can go. You can go to any meeting you want, city councils, anything, schools.
I thought so. You don't have to be a parent of the school to go to a board meeting. I thought you had to be a parent.
I have no idea.
That's a good point. You might have to, or at least be in the district.
See what happens
because there's multiple schools.
See what happens when you don't go to your kids' board meetings.
Oh,
all of a sudden, there's litter boxes in bathrooms. It'd be so funny.
So do you think these kids are walking around in furry costumes?
Log in one just for principle?
Huh? I don't know. Do they walk around in furry costumes at school?
As far as I know, no.
According to Lindsay Bauer, you have to be a citizen. Feel free to call the show, 608-868-404.
Let me ask my kids real fast. I'm going to mute while I yell.
Oh, I appreciate
see if
that.
the kids are actually so we think you got like skunks walking around and rabbits.
I mean, it's got to be, yeah, I don't know. It's got to be interesting because
or squirrels.
I think, well, it's mostly
Matt Walsh does that. He does like an 8-part series.
Whoa.
Here we go.
First,
here we go.
Come
here we go.
Right. Come here.
Great. Now we got shirtless kids in here.
I asked her, and she said, yes, there are people who dress as furries at their school.
No way.
Ear and tails.
They wear ears and tails and shit.
What type of what's the most what's the most popular animal?
What's the most popular animal? A cat.
Wait, if they wear tails, where are these kids putting the tails while they're at school?
No, don't.
Well, it's not that style.
Oh,
I think it's just a belt or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. This is
Well, it's like that one where he's like, she's like, or it, whatever. Hey, stop it. Was like, I'm a wolf, and I'm like a wolf, like. And they hang like that person was hanging out at sanctuaries, like wolf sanctuary. I was like, let that person get in there with the wolves and let's see how wolf-like you are. I mean, just
did someone share a TikTok on that, like in our little group chat?
Yeah, I did. That was me.
Yeah.
I think
Matt Walsh, he's great. He's phenomenal. I like that he challenges everybody.
The teacher, the teachers actually have to respect the kids' demands to answer in meows or purrs.
No,
you're kidding.
No, play that TikTok.
What are we doing? What is going on? Oh my god.
That was a psychologist talking to the motherfucker saying that yes, and they can't do anything about it. I'm like, yeah, they can. Give them a fucking F. You get to do first grade again, kids. Sorry, your parents are assholes.
Yeah. No, but these are like middle school, high school.
Parents are retarded.
I just want to carry around biscuits and be like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?"
You think
sit?
Yeah.
Get the stick. Get the stick.
High five?
Throw it in the corner. And be like, stay there. Stay.
just.
Oh my god, that's fucking rich.
Yeah, you don't get to play. You don't get to play video games or anything like that. You get. If you want, you can't. You know.
Have you put 7 Dust on your fur? Keep those fleas and ticks at bay, bro.
Get your monthly dose of Frontline.
Sneak their mental medication and peanut butter.
Here's your fucking dewormer. I put it in a piece of bread for you.
You just throw it in a bowl and just throw it on the ground.
No, you gotta hold their mouth open and throw it towards the back of the throat.
Yeah.
You're not gonna spit it out this time.
And then fucking hold your hands over their mouth so they can't spit it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, it turned into gold, bud.
I mean, that's just
I know,
silly.
it's one of the greatest stories ever I've
Let
ever
one of my
heard.
kids
That
come
just
home
shows
and
how
say that they're an animal.
Just goes to show how insane we've kind of gotten on the political spectrum, I guess.
Is it
Now I
It
know why
all
aliens
in-
haven't come.
Well,
It's
inclusivity, you know what I mean?
I don't think it's political. I think it's a lack of parenting. Right? I mean,
The unwillingness
you're
to
right.
say
I don't
no.
think it's I
I
don't
think
think
it's a
it's
total
political.
lack of parenting.
It's
Like,
100%.
you're
I
too
think it's
afraid-
just a very small percentage. I think most people are pretty,
There was that TikTok where
On the
that
level.
little boy puts his mom on blast. Like his sibling is like, he's a boy, but he's a girl. And then the other little boy is on the screen. He's like, well, yeah, mom says we should definitely be transgender. We should definitely be a girl if we want to be a boy. Oh, shit.
See, even the baby got upset about those
I
words.
know. It's fair.
Dare speak those words in
And,
my house.
and the mom, and like he's talking mad nonsense on the mom. And she puts her hand over the mic and she's like, say what? And he's like, yeah, this is what you tell us to do all the time. We should be girls if we're boys. We could be animals. We could do all this stuff. She's like, like her
Do you
mind
guys-
is blown.
Do
that
you
her
guys
son is calling her
remember
out.
the eugenics when we did the eugenics episode? It was nature versus nurture.
yeah.
And everyone was all nature.
Mhm.
Like everyone was all nature, all hereditary and genes and all that stuff. I think what happened is that now we're trying out all nurture, no nature, just all nurture, no nature
I see
whatsoever.
what you're saying.
No natural discipline, no natural law, just be as nurturing to whatever they want to be. And this is the result of that. It's just like we could just go in the middle,
My wife was saying out of 2,000 students, 20 of them are furries.
Wow. So that's what, 10%?
Yeah. That's actually kind of scary.
Is that
too.
1%?
Well, why? No, it's not.
Because
I mean,
how many
10%.
people?
you were
Yeah,
a kid,
because
why wouldn't you want to dress up? Honestly, if you can dress up and get away with it, I'm sure there's plenty
Yeah,
of
but
kids
that's fine
that have.
in elementary school and stuff. Like your imagination, you like when we were all kids, what we want to be: Transformers, dinosaurs, all that shit. Like now,
Oh, fuck.
now it's coming to
Yeah.
the point where these kids are in high school, about to go on to life outside of mom and dad, and they think that they're a fucking kitty cat, and they get to get talked to as meows.
end up
and-
being a home
it's
forever.
Yeah, it's acceptable now
like
though.
what?
It's
They'll be at home
acceptable
forever.
out. If you look out in public, I mean, you see people dressed up weird everywhere now. Everywhere. I'm not saying I would accept it, but it's more accepted in public now than it probably was 5 years ago.
Speaking of poor family values, did you guys see this fight in Disney World that took
I
place?
did see this. And it's a pretty good fight. It takes a minute for security to get over there.
Yeah. So is this Toronto Sun bringing us gold? So I guess this fight broke out when someone forgot something while they were in line, and so then the one person left the line and then worked its way back into the line, and that was just too much. And so you guys, the video is fucking loud as hell. Okay.
Oh, of course.
It's pretty much just two families going at blows, isn't it?
I love the fact they're all color coordinated, so they they're all prepped for this Disney.
Oh, they're wearing white shirts, red shorts.
It's like
Yeah,
Henderson's family reunion.
They're probably
Well, it
all
looks like
wearing.
Hooters employees.
They're all wearing Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse ears.
Just look at
Should have bought the lightning pass.
Do they sell alcohol in Disneyland?
I think they started to.
This isn't Disneyland.
I'm just
though. Is
curious.
this Disney World?
Well, Disney World. I just meant, in general.
I don't
can
know.
you get a beer there now? Are these people drunk? Is
Yeah,
this
you
what
can
escalated? Well, then in that case, I could see it happening.
As far as I know, it's only specific restaurants that serve at Disneyland. I don't know.
I'm not here to eat my lunch. I'm here to drink it.
Yep.
All these kids are driving me fucking crazy. Let's go on
It's
this
so
ride.
sad, man.
Is
So
it?
sad?
I mean,
It's fucking ridiculous. It's Disneyland. Come on. It's
I find
Mickey
it
and Minnie and
hilarious that
Goofy.
people just lose their shit like that. Then they instantly just go to beating the shit out of each other. Like you're an adult,
Well-
you can't talk about it or just
Man, they were talking about it. You know they
Oh,
were.
you gonna play that?
guys,
Fantastic.
yeah, we
This
gotta
is so
play it.
great.
I was going to lead off with this. I feel bad I didn't, but we're going to. This is just a great moment in our nation's history here on the trial of Alex.
I don't know what's going on with this.
That government things you've been talking about on your show is your allegation that government officials are aiding in pedophilia, child trafficking, and the grooming of children, right?
You mean like what Jeffrey Epstein did with the Clintons?
Unapologetic too, just his face. The lawyer doesn't even know what to say.
The lawyer's like, Jesus,
I love
fuck,
the
did he really
judge.
just say that?
Yeah. The judge is just like, whoa, shit.
The judge is trying not to laugh. She's like, "Oh shit!"
Oh my god.
Do you mean what Jeffrey Epstein did?
So what's going on with that whole story? Like, I've seen that starting to pop up, and I'm not sure.
Listen,
Is
Alex
he being
Jones,
sued by somebody?
listen,
Yeah, what?
Alex Jones fucked up, and I remember when it happened too, because I
Okay.
was an avid Alex Jones listener for a year or two before this whole thing happened, and then we had the Boston bombing happened. I think it was a few months before the shooting in Connecticut.
Mhm.
And so he was already hyped up about the Boston bombing because of Patsy's being there, and there's just like a bunch of red flags of like people in military uniform in the buildings and all around the area and stuff like that. And so he thought it was a planned event that, like people were in on it happening. And then the Connecticut shooting happened, and the internet went crazy with these conspiracy theories that it was paid actors like cycling through the fire station north of the
I
city.
saw that, but it was
And,
very convincing because some of the
yeah.
same actors were seen interviewing
At other
for the
shootings
Florida.
too.
Yeah.
And so Alex Jones covered it. He covered it. Now, Alex Jones had a huge base at that time. So I think that, with every base, there's a couple of like crazy people in it. And Alex Jones attracts the crazy along with the normal. So they would go over and start badgering some of these parents who lost their kids. Yeah.
Bro,
And
come
so-
on.
Not encouraged by him to do so.
Right.
But
that's
he
fucking
was
asshole,
given
man.
names, and he wasn't doxing anyone, but he was given names and all that stuff, which were
Enough where they could figure it out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, I completely agree with the fact that so what happened is he lost that lawsuit in Connecticut, and then he lost this lawsuit, and he's going to have to pay $45.5 million.
What's he being sued
Really
though
damn-
for? What's the actual charges?
A defamation, saying that they were
Okay.
saying they were actors when they were actually.
Yeah, that it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that it was kind of
Yeah.
exploited.
And I think he learned a pretty valuable lesson over it, because of he lost a lot of money. He's lost a lot of money because of all that. But he was, you live and you learn too. Not everything's a conspiracy.
Well,
Right.
Not every there could be conspiracy into if we did research on the guy that was the actual shooter, there's a lot of odd things about him. A lot of odd things.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like, do some research before you start opening your big mouth. You know what I mean? Kind of deal.
Yeah. But that guy's a legend nonetheless.
That was
always
that
will
was
be.
awesome.
He's a legend.
I mean, that's what made him the figure he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's always been unafraid to say what's on his mind.
Right or wrong.
You guys see this top French scientist? He has to apologize after claiming a slice of sausage was a distant star.
What? Hold on.
Oh,
A-
the
a
chorizo?
slice of
Yeah, to admit that it was a
sausage.
piece of chorizo.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta know about this.
I
now.
saw this
Yeah.
post. I
'Cause
don't
I
know
like
if you shared it
space,
with
so-
us or if I happen to come across it.
So this guy is one of the top scientists and in France for alternative energies and atomic energy commission. He's a research director of it. But
Bougie.
he posted, bougie. He posted on Twitter a picture of a zoomed up this right here. Slice of chorizo.
That's dope.
That's
Looks
a
like a
nice thing of
Hornitos pepperoni.
Or like a really good like slice of like cured freaking meat from
It's
Italy.
like
You
someone
know what I'm
wife
saying?
puts on her charcuterie boards.
Well,
Exactly.
he told everyone on Twitter that this was a photo captured by the James Webb telescope of the distant
Oh,
galaxy.
come on.
You got to save that shit for April 1st, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that where that one that Devin posted? I saw that all over. So that's why they're making fun of that, then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, where's
Yeah.
the big black dude
Yeah,
in space?
yeah.
That
I was
so
wondering. I was
funny.
like, why do they keep doing this? But this is it. Okay.
Yeah. He got in some sort of trouble for it. Nothing major, but still, everyone's like, well, now his character could be. I'm like, this guy was just having fun. Like,
He made a funny joke. There's nothing wrong with it.
Where
And
did he
to-
post
to
it
be
at?
fair-
Like maybe that matters.
Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's the joke.
I
No,
mean,
come
to
on
be
now.
fair,
People need to
look at the
relax.
picture. The picture of that sausage looks like something that we would actually see come from NASA too. Like,
Right, yeah.
it's not.
Like,
Oh, we took this picture in the red ultraviolet spectrum. That's why it looks this way. Let us
That's
add
a
the
crazy
other
looking
30
star.
degrees of
That's
colors.
a red dwarf with tons of solar flares coming off of that.
So you know what? This guy, he gets a gold star.
Wait, what'd you say, Monty? Like they don't have colors for their camera, right? They add the colors afterwards.
No, so they take photos in different wavelengths. So
Right.
like when we see a picture of like a nebula or something, that is colors added so we can see it, or a specific, or like multiple cameras taking a picture of the same like nebula. That way they can stack all the colors on top of each other so you can see it, because not one camera that we have can capture everything like in a nebular galaxy, because we can't see like the red shifted colors, and we can't see colors from certain gases and stuff. So the cameras they have, like you can have like 5 different cameras, and each one's going to take a different picture in a different wavelength, and then they'll stack those images on top of each other to create the one image that they release to everybody.
So that is the color then.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it through a pair of binoculars, it's not going to look like that.
It's got a
Right.
great filter, you know. It's just
Pretty much. It's got a
Yeah,
nice
fucking
Snapchat.
NASA's
filter.
been fat catfishing us this whole time.
Wouldn't it be the-
Fuckers.
Here we go.
Get up close to the nebula, and he's like, I think I'm lost because this does not look like the fucking nebula I know. I'm gonna have to break this date off. I got to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll see you later.
I got an important piece of news. We all know global warming is a thing over here. You know,
Is it?
Climate change is real. I believe in that.
You
I
believe
mean,
in climate change?
the planet's been warming since the last ice age. How do you think the ice melted, Monty?
or is it
I'm just
or is
saying.
it the normal path that the Earth takes over hundreds of millions of years to cool
Climate
and
change
warm?
is climate change, whether it's getting hot or getting cold.
Okay, valid.
can't
But do
deny
you
that
think
it's
this
not
is
changing.
man-made? Do you think
Yeah.
it's man-made
Well,
climate
that's
change?
the argument.
That's why I'm asking the question, because
I
that
don't know.
dictates what
Yeah.
side you're on.
I feel like
why do we have
yes
to be on
and
a
no.
side?
Well,
I mean,
are
concrete
you-
China
jungles-
just get busted for manipulating their weather for a whole year.
To who?
China.
Whoa, that sounds like a whole topic for another show, bro.
I've never heard of that.
Yes. Yep, they did. Yeah, it is
Did they?
another show. But yes, they just did, yeah. They bragged about it.
Yeah, I believe they can be manipulated by man. I do. I mean, like when you look at the cities, they're always warmer than the outside because they have nothing like that. Asphalt just reflects more heat. The engines give off heat. I mean, eventually you build enough shit that's putting off heat. Shit's gonna get hot.
That's true, but you never hear anybody talking about, oh, it's just like radiant heat. They always want to blame fossil fuels and everything right away. They never,
Because people are
blame, like-
ignorant and they don't know the truth.
That's what they want to blame, though. So when you say climate change, I'm like, okay, yeah, scientifically, maybe through the path that the Earth takes in hundreds of million years of cooling and heating, yeah, that I can agree on climate change. But do I agree there's enough humans on this planet with enough fossil fuels burning that it's going to cause climate change? I don't believe in that. That form of thought.
I'm
That school of
not
thought.
enough of a scientist to.
Yeah, I'm not.
Really,
I'm
I
not
mean, it's
well
just
enough
like everybody
into
else.
that. I'm not well enough into that topic to even know.
Listen,
Have you ever
guys,
seen like?
guys, calm down. We don't have to worry about it anymore. That's what
Oh,
I'm
we
trying
don't.
to say. The
Oh,
Spain's prime minister has figured out a way to save our climate. All right, I'm
we talking about like some
very
cooling
excited.
agent?
I'm very excited here. No,
Gonna
no,
use
he's-
micro
he's
mirrors?
figured it out. Spain's prime minister suggests ditching neckties to save energy.
Okay.
Ah,
See, here we
Come
go.
on.
Yep.
He should go
So-
hang himself with one.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh my god.
So fast.
All right. It was nice talking to you guys.
That's like, hey, you know what David Carradine did? You should give that a shot.
He has saved our planet. Okay. He has asked all government officials and people working in the private sector to save energy by giving up wearing neckties at work.
He just doesn't want to wear a tie. He's like, you know what? I got a good spin on this.
Because his mistress keeps taking them all. She gets tied up by him. He's like, shit, I can't
No.
be buying more.
He said that this was not a nod to a casual Friday custom, but to curb utility use, presumably air conditioning.
Oh.
This was a quote from him. I'd like you to note that I'm not wearing a tie. That means that we can all make savings from an energy point of view. What does that even mean?
Because when you're wearing a tie, you're
You are.
inherently
It is
hot.
hotter. Yeah,
Because
because
it's hotter when you have a tie on.
Yeah. Why not just let everybody wear fucking, super casual Friday shorts and tank tops? Or you know what? Everybody just wear
There'd be too
little
much sexual
loincloth.
harassment going on.
just a little
Little
loincloth. We're
loincloth.
going back to fig leaves and lion skin.
You can blame Bill Clinton, Monica
I'm
Lewinsky
glad I've
for that.
invested in the lion market then.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Uh,
you want a good body image, just
I thought this was a
ban
good
clothing.
news segment of the week. You guys didn't think that? I mean, this is good news of the week here. I'm gonna play the clip. God damn it! Who's at the front door? Who is it?
Well, hey, man. Why do you look so glum? It looks like you could use some good news. See? Do you feel better now? It's the good news segment of the week. Brought to you by Rob Jackson's Sticky Green. Good news of the week.
Hey, good news of the week. We saved the climate. Thank you. Who thought it was going to be Spain? Who thought? Interesting. Also, they are giving out some checks too to people to relieve them during this hot spell. They're going to give everyone a one-time payment if you have a low income of $200.
Why? It's
In
fucking
Spain?
pointless.
Or here.
Economic relief in Spain. In Spain,
Oh.
yeah, they're going to
Maybe that'll go further than it will here, but
to
No.
euros. Well, they're on the euro.
Stage Rush came from
Yeah.
Spain.
No, probably won't.
You know that?
So what came from Spain?
Sagebrush, like you see in Wyoming, Colorado, all these western states, actually came from fucking Spain.
Fucking Spaniards.
So, like, West,
I'm gonna Google.
I believe
that.
it's
I wanna see.
eastern Spain
Or so did
looks
horses.
like the hills of Wyoming.
Horses came from Spain too.
Oh, they did actually.
You know, Christopher Columbus came from Spain. False. Did not. He's Italian.
He left from there though.
Yeah, Spain financed it. They're like, yeah, we got
Yeah.
gold. Here you go. Go sell to your little heart's
Alright.
content, Columbus.
I gotta go.
All right.
I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good day.
All right.
Bye.
We got,
In-laws.
yeah, we got voicemail to do. So
All right. Have fun.
Ooh,
I'll
here we
listen
go.
in.
yeah, all right.
Oh, you're gonna listen for the voicemail. Oh,
Yeah, we did get a call from the Curious Mind line.
I'm sure we did.
We did. We
Let's-
got
let's-
to
let's hear this.
all right.
So there's
here-
no topic today?
Thank you for calling Phantom Fox Society. We have reached the Curious Mind line. Please leave a message after the tone.
It's just blunt.
What? What? Was like, am I recording? What the fuck is that introduction? God damn it, Corey. Stop doing that shit. Anyways, nobody actually likes IPAs.
There it is.
Like, nobody.
No.
Like, even when they created IPAs, they didn't like that shit. It was literally just so they could go long distances and not have their beer spill or whatever. Anyways, fuck you, Monty.
Oh wow,
Jeez,
I don't appreciate that aggression to our co-host.
that's aggressive.
It is a little
That's
bit.
aggressive.
That's
I love whoever that is.
They
I don't know who that is, but that
did
person's
he
fantastic.
say they invented IPAs so they wouldn't spill their beer?
I think
Yeah.
that's what he said on Long
What does
Voyages.
that even have to do with it?
Meaning they don't get drank or opened?
Golly,
I mean, I know it
man.
was created for long distances, so it could go from all the way
Oh,
Britain
man.
to India without spoiling. But I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure that also helped it from not spilling.
Well, yeah, and it just fermented and gotten even better as they traveled those great voyages.
We actually have a legitimate voicemail here, so let's see what this one is here. This is about our last episode on Rosicrucianism and Walter Disney.
Mm.
So, yo, what's up, Cockblock Tory?
Oh, that's
Anyways,
inappropriate.
this will probably be the first of a few voicemails. But I just want to say that I find it extremely interesting that Walter Disney's dad was a part of the same situation as Aleister Crowley, because that shit is crazy. But I agree. I do not think Walter Disney was anything like that. But it might be a clue into why we all see Disney the way he wanted it to be seen. Nobody was supposed to know his past or all these dirty secrets with the CIA and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, it is definitely something to think about with his father being the way he was and him creating what he did. What did Walter Disney go through? I'll see you later.
I mean, he's got a point. If you think about it, because nobody really ever dove into it until they started figuring out all the back doors and channels. So it opened up everybody's minds and eyes to a totally different Disney that we all grew up on. You know, I mean.
Well, I think I don't know. It's odd that you're part of that cult. Out of all the cults to be a part of, you're part of that cult.
That's true. Yeah.
How big was that cult back in the day? I don't remember. How many members? Was there a member count?
No, it's too secret for that. We know that what you read off the list of all the different people.
Yeah, I think.
And we know that
it's at least 25 or 50 deep.
Well, and you remember WikiLeaks, they talked about spirit cooking. John Podesta was going to that spirit cooking session.
Yeah.
That's a Aleister Crowley ritual type thing, you know, the menstrual blood and all that stuff, the mother's milk. And that was Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, the guy that ran her campaign against Trump, John Podesta.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And so like they were all involved in that stuff too. The spirit cooking. You go back to the show notes for the Aleister Crowley episode and look up some of those. It'll be it's quite
I remember
crazy.
this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's all Aleister Crowley type shit.
Yeah.
And that's what Walt Disney was a part of, allegedly. No, it's pretty odd. It's like there's pictures of him in garb and all that stuff.
It's just one of those things where it's still so hard for me to wrap my mind around, because like the caller said, we've been so brainwashed to look at Disney in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
For me to look at it with the Aleister Crowley like side, I'm just like, oh man, it just makes me sick. I don't want to think of Disney like that. Ruining my childhood.
It's fascinating. I'm just as how many children's lives are intertwined with Walter Disney?
Oh God, everybody from say the early 80s up to 2010, like the original
before
Disney.
that.
Well, the original Disney. I'm not talking about newer Disney, you know.
No, I know, but I think before the 80s, right? I mean,
well, he was around before then, but I don't think his main movies started coming out until
once you got VHS and all that stuff.
Yeah,
once as a babysitter, then it became even more powerful. But he set all the groundwork for it.
He did
all of the groundwork, and no one had really created a facade like he's created. I mean, that is
so 1977 was when VHS was formally introduced into North America.
When 77?
Yeah, 77.
I would say from that point on, when that started being used as like a babysitter, you know, you popped in a movie, and you know, you weren't going to pop in an R-rated movie. You were going to pop in a Disney movie or
Well, yeah,
cartoon, you know?
something you don't have to worry about. I'm gonna throw this
Yeah.
in, and me and my husband can go smoke our J in the backyard and have our drink while little Johnny's sitting there watching
Jungle
the Three
Book.
Skeletons dance around.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I've got friends that put on Moana and then smash in the kitchen while the kids are watching in the living room. You know,
Don't talk
just-
about your love life, all right? Because we all know that's what you're
God, what
talking
is
about.
wrong with you, Middle Earth people? Jesus.
Earth people. That call was from our fan Sunshine.
Sunshine.
It's all Sunshine posted on, I think, what, YouTube?
Yeah.
Is that what keeps popping up?
She's
everywhere?
Yeah.
one of the people watching the live shows. So appreciate the support. I think that's everything for today, gentlemen. I don't think we
There
got
you go.
anything else. Next week, we're going to do Pat Tillman.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh, look at May and I both heard that name. We're like,
we're going to do a little Pat Tillman. So
that's gonna be good.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do it. If you want to leave a voicemail while the show's offline, 605-868-8404. Follow us on Patreon. I guess we have to do the whole subscribe and notify, click the notification bell when we go live. 10 o'clock, we got little rock star.
Oh,
Yeah, you
got
should
muted
take him
real
to
quick.
Disney World in May.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't afford that. Are you kidding me?
Come on, that night shift
I've paid-
paying well.
I've paid like for my older daughter to go like 4 or 5 times, but never been able to take the other family. Oh, we can't go to Disney World. No, we can't.
Disney World's of the devil. I just
Yeah.
tell them that.
Yeah,
That's why
now
we
it
don't go to
is.
Disney World.
May's
Well,
never-
that's my
not paying
excuse
for anybody
now.
to
It's
go
like,
back.
no, that no, can't do that. I'm
No,
not
I
supporting
think
that magic.
Listen, Sunshine Bonstetter is saying that she sounded like an idiot on her voicemail, and I
Nah.
appreciate the voicemail because it gives us into good conversation. So leave if you find something interesting and you want to share with the show, or we got something wrong, call in. Unless you're the IPA guy, then I mean, stop. All right, everybody, have a good night.
All right.
Toodaloo.